Pour me a cup of that Joe. Welcome to the Teacher's Lounge, baby. Let's start the show.
So what do you think? All the chairs just right next to each other? Do we need to leave space? What are we doing?
I taped out 6 feet. How tall am I?
You're about 6'7".
I'm about 6'7". So I laid down and I taped out my height from foot to head. So
that's close,
about
at least.
6.5 feet.
Is that what you were doing the other day? I saw you down on the football field for like 6-7 hours. I couldn't tell what was going on.
Yeah, they've been using me to measure out yards on the new football field.
Yeah, I saw them dragging you by that chain and that orange thing.
That's right. If it's ever close to a first down, they bring me out, and if my tongue touches the ball, that's a first down, baby.
Wow, so you with your tongue stuck out is 10 yards long?
Yeah, my tongue is...
They sort of bump you on the head and it rolls
4
out.
feet, yeah.
Holy
Yeah, because you have cartoon tongue. Is that correct?
Yeah, I have cartoon tongue.
When a lady comes by, it rolls out.
Yeah, a lot of people call it wolf hubba hubba, which is a little disrespectful.
Who's a lot of people? The doctors or?
Yeah, my disrespectful doctors call it wolf hubba hubba.
Okay.
But it's an issue, for a lot of reasons, because you don't want to be disrespectful when a lady comes by. And also, a lot of times, a lady will trip on my wolf hubba hubba tongue as she's walking by and fall down and hurt herself. And then I, like a gentleman, will try to lift her up, but, fall down myself or break my arms because I'm weak.
Yeah, well, I was hanging out with you for a while, and I caught tuxedo shooting up to the bottom of your chin, which was kind of a mutation of your... wolf hubba tongue.
And that'll knock you right on your ass if you get that.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I was sitting too close to you the other day when you saw someone walk by. Your heartbeat knocked me out.
Yeah.
Your heart popped out of your chest, and I was out cold for 10,
Well,
20
let's not
minutes.
forget all those birds going around your head when you were knocked out, which was also a
Absolutely.
symptom, I believe.
And Todd,
Absolutely.
I'll apologize now. I know it's been a long time coming. I'll apologize for the piano falling out of my attic, hitting you, and turning you into an accordion.
Apology heard, but not necessarily accepted.
I didn't even know the attic had a piano in it. If
The
I'm being
hardest
honest.
part was my teeth became little piano keys afterwards. So
Yeah.
it's
That was
been a
difficult,
tough-
both for your look and for the sound. It sounded horrible.
Yeah, it was out of tune.
Your smile was wildly out of tune.
Hopefully someone's coming by to tune it up, but with social
But
distancing, it's
it
hard to get
was
someone in your-
technically the first ugly grand piano. Is that correct?
I think so. I think Guinness screeched to a halt, right? And they said, well, this is ugly, but it is technically a grand piano.
Yeah, Guinness is doing firsts now. First ugly grand piano, they said. And I was like, okay, well,
Right.
keep your distance, but thank you for the award.
Yeah, Guinness is being pretty lax on the 6 foot throughout this whole thing.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, social distancing is not a thing in the Guinness playbook. I don't think anymore, because they've been getting really close. In fact, I believe they gave themselves the award for closest award or
Yeah.
closest distance award giving.
I'm going to protest that. I think that self-given award Guinness can't do. They've been doing a lot. They did best world record book.
Yeah.
And it's like they wrote a book about a thing that they have in their own book.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Most obsessed with long fingernails.
And that went straight to the editor,
Yes.
whose yearly #1 has been Fingernail Man.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, is
because-
Fingernail Man the editor? I didn't know they started hiring the people who got the records to be on the staff. Because I know lady who shoots milk out of her eyeballs was the accountant for a while,
Yeah.
correct?
Well, they don't hire just any of these people.
But they poached her from Ripley's Believe It or Not, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been poaching for a while. Well,
I see.
Ripley's couldn't hang on to her. I mean, she was accounting for them and their money was covered in milk because she's constantly shocked while she's drinking.
Well, she's shocked at how much money they're making. Ripley's is working.
Yes.
And it's remarkable that we don't talk more about Ripley's, because Ripley's, believe it or not, is arguably just as interesting or more so than the Guinness Book. But
Well,
it
I think
doesn't
the
get as
problem
much
is
of a
that
reputation.
they let you not believe. It's 50-50, you know? You
Yes,
either believe
Guinness
it or you don't.
is-
There's-
It should
Yes,
be
Guinness
Ripley's
does
believe
not-
it.
Yeah, Guinness gives you no room to not believe.
I believe
true.
everything I've read in the Guinness Book, 100%. 100%.
It's more of
I
an,
know.
it's like
Yeah.
an almanac of fact.
Yeah.
It's not just like Ripley's is entertainment, Guinness is data.
Speaking of Ripley's,
Right.
though, makes me think of Madame Tussauds. What about wax figures at graduation? Because I'm predicting attendance is going to be low.
Right,
Yeah.
and we need to fill the house for sure.
I'll say
Oh,
this.
yeah.
I'll say this. Wax figures probably a little bit more expensive than just your traditional cardboard cutout. And at the distances we're talking about, I don't think you'll be able to really make out the difference between a wax figure and a cardboard cutout. So I personally, from a budgetary standpoint, obviously, would say maybe cardboard cutout makes more sense than wax figure.
Okay.
I have a couple hundred scarecrows. If we need.
Okay, well, if you already have them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I just couldn't get mine right. So I kept restarting and
Just leaving the half-done one?
Yeah, I have. They're in various states of undressed, but
Well, you couldn't get your hands on any hay, but you had a bunch of beef diapers.
well, yes, a lot of them are stuffed with beef diapers. The excess beef diaper has been. Speaking of, you guys are wearing them as masks right now. Do they feel like they're breathable or not?
No.
I'm pretty dry.
Okay.
They don't
Okay,
feel
but-
breathable or absorbent. I don't really know what brand these are, but they suck.
Yeah, they're
Well,
brand new
I
now.
think it was the right choice when the CDC came out with you can't get it outdoors or it's a lot harder to get it outdoors of immediately taking the roof off of our house. I think that was smart. What do you guys think?
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think we are so needing positive steps forward that maybe we're taking we're taking huge leaps when the CDC gives any sort of small
We are
recommendation.
hot on the CDC.
Yeah, because I don't know about you guys, but it was a little bit scary waking up in 3.5 feet of water the other morning when we had that bad rainstorm.
That was
also,
scary.
Also, newsflash, our house is watertight.
That's right.
What?
Who even knew? Yeah, I mean, if water can't get out of here, that's freaking scary if you think about it.
It's unbelievable how watertight our house is.
Yeah.
It's,
I can't. If we would have never taken off the roof, we would have never found out. So it's pretty good.
Did you guys see the pool scientists outside the house studying it the other morning?
Yeah,
to get
what
ideas
a career
for
pool
pools?
scientists. What a career! I was bringing them iced tea and asking them all sorts of questions about how I can get into pool science.
Well, I think it was amazing the statistics of pools are where everyone learns how to masturbate. I don't know why they're studying that so hard, but that was proven.
I was shocked by
Pool
that.
scientists are weird.
The more I think about it, the more I think we were being had.
Yes, that was our 1,000th having had. We had been had. That was our 1,000th.
We should have known they
correct.
weren't pool scientists when those kids skated up on skateboards and tank tops,
Yeah.
looking to masturbate.
But I do think we've outfitted our apartment here for the superintendent. He should
Yeah.
be here any minute.
Yeah, let's get our heads in the game here.
Yes.
I want to make sure that he knows that he can trust us with the graduation planning.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think
because
he actually
he's-
is waiting outside. So let's
Is he?
open. Yeah. I think
Oh, he's
so.
been
Let's-
looking in the window.
And what's the deal
Is
here?
that-
This is the podcast. We're recording this conversation, or
Oh yes.
I mean,
yes.
like, are we going to introduce him and like record, or are we just going to be like, hey, how are you? Say his
Guys,
name,
guys.
and
Are
Guys.
you recording,
Guys.
Howard?
I hate to regress.
you regret to regress. I would say.
I regret to regress, but we've been recording this whole time.
What?
Regress recording? Oh, Jesus.
It's a regression of regretting recording here.
I thought we figured this out.
I did too, and we've done so well for 48 weeks. or 38 weeks, or however many.
Well,
goddamn-
shit.
Anyway,
Well, let's
all right,
let's
now
get
we're
him in
recording,
here.
So, we'll do the intro, and then I'll just introduce him at the end of the.
I mean, he's probably heard this whole thing. We are outside, technically.
Yeah, let's get Tails' intro if we could.
You want me to
Tails.
do and we'll do the intro at the end.
Yeah, you're way off on the name, by the way.
What's that?
You're way off. You have to. The name is specific. The pronunciation.
Yes.
Oh,
Look. Look.
Yeah, we have to get this right because this is recorded, and I'll feel really embarrassed if we get the superintendent's name
all right.
wrong.
Well, we'll just
He's our
introduce
boss.
him.
You
It's
know
our
him.
boss.
You love him. Please welcome into the house Charles Minipig.
Cheerles, Superintendent Charles Minipig,
Hey,
Superintendent
Superintendent
Minipig. Hello.
It's Charles, actually.
The word on the street is that it's Cheerles.
No, that's not a name. It's Charles.
That's strange. Everybody's been calling you Cheerles. Do you just
Oh,
go
I
around
wish
correcting everybody?
I mean, when I hear that, yes, I don't know how that started, but my name is not Cheerles. I don't think that's a name at all. It's Charles Minipig.
Yeah, I was
So
thinking
we did
like,
get the last name right, Minipig.
Yeah, Minipig. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for
is
being
that
here.
is that a family name? You know how Porter is like based on a job. Is
Cooper also
Minipig-
named after a job.
Yeah, is Minipig based on a job?
Waiter is also a job.
Right. Right.
Garbage man.
Garbage.
The last name Garbage Man.
And I'll tell you this, Max Garbage Man, stop calling my house.
Why is he calling your house?
I'd love to know, but I've refused to answer a phone call from that guy.
So you
Well,
just
he
see him
can't
on the
figure out-
caller ID and you
Yeah,
don't
I-
answer.
No.
I have a feeling it's because you don't. Well, I
I have a feeling
feeling
that
it's-
it's.
I have a feeling.
I have a feeling that it's.
I can't feel anything in my toes.
Oh,
That's right. You've got ice block feet, right?
Yes, well, I have extreme frostbite because I fell asleep with my feet in the freezer.
Eskimo is a last name. That's a job.
Well, it's mini. Hey, that's a tough job. Mm-hmm. It,
Well, Superintendent Minipig, thanks for coming by.
Well, I just wanted to check on your progress. I know this is a last hurrah for you fellows, and you'll be leaving the school system, and we always hate to see teachers move on to other things. It looks bad for the school system, but
You hate to see teachers pursue other careers.
well, yeah, it's because it sends a message of what's I guess being a teacher isn't that great. These guys did it for decades, and then they're like, oh, that's enough. And I feel like we want to encourage more young people to be teachers. I would like to see. I don't think I'll live to see it, but maybe my great grandchildren will see a classroom that's all teachers, no students.
Yeah, because you're running a district-wide program called Teacher for Life.
Yes, with the number 4 instead of the word 4.
Which is clever.
Yeah.
make
I
it
love it
young.
when people do that.
And a
I
lot
would
of
say,
people-
I think that that for
And a lot of people-
replacing the word for makes sense.
a lot of people.
And a lot of people
And that's
A lot
job.
of.
and a lot
Go
of
ahead.
people are. What? No, you go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say a lot of people have been saying that you have been meddling in teachers' outside endeavors. You will sink a business upon seeing it. You'll really let them have it if they're trying to start another venture and move on from teaching.
No, I can't. I don't. I find it strange that you say a lot of people are saying this because how many could it be? It's.
Well, of course,
I'm
you did do it to me.
Yes, I did do it to you, and
Yeah.
it was very successful.
Yeah, because of course I was trying to start a successful Etsy shop, selling different sort of textile goods.
Which smart to say I'm gonna start a successful one.
Yeah, Yeah.
Because of all the ones, that's the kind you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted one. I wanted one that made me a lot of money, not just sort of pennies every month. Like someone buys one thing. Like most
you
Etsy
spend
shops
more
would
money
seem
on
to be a
shipping.
hobby.
Yes,
yeah. It seems to be a
exactly.
hobby for people. I wanted
Right.
one where it's no, this is my whole job.
I think
Because
we all
after
know who
this-
you're throwing shade at when you talk about those other types of Etsy shops. I hear you loud and clear.
Todd's literally made pennies.
But what
But you-
happened to Howard?
So
what
you
happened to your Etsy shop?
you did artisanal pennies that you sold through your Etsy shop. You
Yeah,
you
it's
made
called
them.
pennies for pennies.
And it was a straight 1-to-1 trade.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the pennies
did you
cost me about
Did you?
$50.
Did you?
Oh. Did you?
Did you?
Now, did you? Now, did you? Yeah. Yeah, did you?
Howard, what did happen to yours? Did we ever figure out that it was Mr. Minipig that did it?
Well, I
Howard, be quiet.
I-
What I did was I was a secret shopper on Howard's Etsy site, and I would just hit him with a barrage of questions, just never-ending questions back
you know
and
how
forth.
you know a denial of service attack where hackers sort of attack a website.
The
with-
DOSA.
yeah, they attack a website with
DOSA.
so many inquiries that it sort of drops the website off of the internet. Well, Charles essentially did that to my Etsy shop, but it was with
Superintendent
questions. It was
Minipig,
just sort of
please.
standard questions about the items.
A lot
that I
of
was
them, like, what is indigo? was one that really had you stumped.
Yeah.
Howard. You
Well,
were
how do you
freaking
describe
out.
what a color is? It's what is indigo?
Right.
It's a kind of purple. I don't know.
I really didn't. That was the first question. I can't believe you stalled out so quick. I really thought that was just a time waster for 2 seconds. But we went back and forth on what is indigo for weeks.
I of course responded with "huh," and you hit it with like the color. What is it? And I was like,
Well, this was devastating,
I don't
Howard,
know.
because you were still taking in shipments for raw materials.
Yeah, and
but you didn't have
obviously-
any time to make anything.
no. And the most frustrating thing was I got a big deal off of bulk fabric, indigo fabric. It was I got 45. 123 yards. Yeah. I got 45 miles.
Marlboro miles.
Yeah, I got 45 Marlboro miles worth of indigo fabric. And I was already at odds with myself on what I was going to make with these things because I was like, I got one color. No clothes looks good in one color.
It's
and
true.
so-
No clothes looks good in one color.
So I'm sitting here racking my brain over how I'm going to make any sort of interesting clothes out of this 45 miles worth of indigo fabric. And then I start getting boop, 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 boop on my Etsy shop.
Right.
And honestly, I had a full mental breakdown and I deleted the Etsy store from the internet. It's no
And
it
you
doesn't
went
even exist.
right back to teaching.
Yeah. I did.
That was good, Mr. Minipig. That was honestly good. You
works.
stumped him quick.
Superintendent Minipig.
What did I say?
You said
Mr. Minipig. It's
Well,
superintendent.
is superintendent
My
like
bad.
doctor? Is it a legal term?
Is doctor a legal term?
I think so. I think you're designated. You can call yourself legally a doctor,
Right.
right?
Do you
Well, I
go to
have
like
been-
a? Do you go to like a school? Do you go to like a yeah? Do you go to a school or like a seminary for superintendents? How
Yes,
does it work?
I was cloistered for 10 years to become a superintendent. We take a vow of intending, and then eventually we get super at it. And when the brothers there will tell you just super, and then you know that you're done.
Wow. That day must be an incredible day.
It's
And
a
do you-
day
are
like
you-
no other, the day I became a superintendent. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
That's an
Okay.
I get very
that's an-
emotional.
Sounds
when I
like
think
there's a
about
little bit of a singing career there. What?
Yeah, that's
why
it.
didn't you ever pursue that?
When I was a child, I was praised for my precocious singing voice.
yeah.
People
For how
said,
precocious it was.
well, people said you sound like you're 8 years old, but you're singing like a 12-year-old.
Right.
And I developed a vibrato very early on. The earliest, I'm in the Guinness Book and Ripley's. I'm one of the few people that's in both.
Oh, I choose to believe this.
Wow.
earliest
youngest
vibrato
vibrato?
developed.
Okay.
Yeah. And I wanted to be a singer, and then the path of teaching called to me, and singing became an avocation, and teaching became my vocation. And of course, I became a teacher before I became the superintendent, and I taught for many years.
Sometimes you'll sing just the last syllable of a word, which I like.
Did I sing just then? I didn't realize.
I think you did pop into a little bit of a tune.
I think it's that. Music is always in me, fighting to get out.
Okay, well that's interesting. It's really, I think it's beautiful. You have a beautiful voice.
Well, thank
They
you.
say in musicals. They say in. I'm told they say in musicals, people sing when they have no other way to express their emotion
it's the most
anymore.
Yes, in the music halls. If you go to music halls in Britain, where a man wears a checkered suit and a derby hat, and he carries a cane, and he makes some jokes, and then he sneaks a song.
This story is becoming a musical.
It's that he is that passionate about describing music halls in Britain that he's breaking into song.
No, because I'm picturing it, you see. I'm picturing it as I talk about it, and I take myself there on the stage. The footlights glare, showing my age. And it's a rich tradition that has caused, is what gave America the musical.
Interesting.
And this is the thing I didn't even know about the footlights until your song there, is that they're there to show how old you are.
Yes, because in Britain, of course, they would start working children as early as they possibly could. And it was a cruel practice that lasted up until the 1990s, where they would thrust children into adult jobs because they didn't have to pay them adult wages. And so you would have, Richard Burton was 10 years old when he made Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. And
Wow.
that's because of the movie lights. They're not as harsh as the footlights of the stage, of the music hall. And so you would see people, to keep things on the up and up, you would see children on stage with lines painted on their faces. And that's how we got high school theater was
High school theater was invented by younger children.
It was invented by music hall children playing 80-year-olds, and then it became all the rage here in the United States of America, where we currently live.
So you're saying in older theater, sometimes men would play women's parts and children would play 80-year-old
I never
people?
said that, but it is true. You seem to be a theater buff yourself, Bill.
Yes. Well, oh yes, I am. I'm not necessarily on stage, but I deal with sandbags. I do spotlights.
What does that mean? What does that mean? You deal with sandbags. Is there a sandbag issue at your home?
Yes. Yeah. What is it, Howard?
Well, we do currently have a sandbag issue at our home because, the severe flooding due to the fact that our roof has been removed. So we do currently have a sandbag issue in that there are too many sandbags.
I thought we were in an
keeping
atrium.
No, this is our home.
We are in an age, but we appreciate you coming in protective sort of. Is that PPE you're in, or is that?
I believe it is. Of course, it's an inflatable dinosaur costume, and it's. I'm a little uncomfortable because it's ever so slightly starting to deflate, and so the vinyl is getting very clammy around my face and head.
I do not hear a little fan that keeps it puffy.
No, that quit an hour ago.
Well, thanks for being protective. We have yet to hear anything from the CDC about inflatable dinosaur costumes. But
yes, why haven't they returned my calls?
I think they've got a lot else going on. And honestly, your call...
This is their job, though.
But your call is being passed around on social media, and it's being sold as a prank call. I think people believe it's a prank call because
This
You're
is the
asking the
first
CDC.
time hearing of this.
Well, I think if you're going to be in a dinosaur costume, you don't want to do a video call because it's harder for people to take you seriously if you have sort of like a city council type complaint or something.
Well, but I want people to. I don't want to have to waste time describing the dinosaur costume. If it's a video call, do you feel that I should not have signed off the call? Suck my dick and choke on it. I yield my time.
No, that worked. I thought that worked. That was pretty good. I think they were just confused to hear it coming out of a sucked-in dinosaur head.
Yeah, that was quite a raunchy ending to an otherwise pretty respectful call from a man in a dinosaur costume.
Well, I wanted to keep that part respectful as well. That's why I said it in a very even tone, and I thought that would really get my message across. And also, I thought it would be fun seeing it come from a dinosaur.
Well, I was a little mad that you didn't give me credit because obviously that was also a play I wrote about my experiences with the Department of Water and Power. Suck my dick and choke on it.
You wrote "Suck my dick and choke on it"?
Yes, which the
But
audience,
but you didn't yield your time.
No, I was never going to yield my time and never will.
Yeah.
You mustn't
In
say
fact,
that in
no
the theater.
one-
It's bad.
no
luck.
one-
In fact, no one will say that in the theater.
And that's what I was going to say. In fact, no one will say that in the theater.
Yes,
But I was going to say also, no one yielded their time and saw it, correct? No one gave up
right.
any of their time.
Nobody nobody yielded their time. A few people yielded a few minutes based on the title. Some seedier characters, some oddballs came in, and when they saw that it wasn't what they thought it was, they turned right around. It was like it was like those stories of the early days of UCB when it was a converted strip club, and a bunch of Hasids would come in, sit down, realize it wasn't a strip club anymore, give a suggestion, and leave.
And the suggestion was always strip club. Is that correct?
Yes.
Which this is a good segue. This is something we wanted
Great
to
segue.
incorporate into graduation. We were going to let the audience yell out suggestions of what should happen next throughout.
Right, and a lot of people are saying that's just a reason for us to not plan as much as we should. They're saying that's a cop-out. It's a way to pass the buck on sort of planning to students in attendance, which we get that a lot. People say, you guys don't seem to plan what you do very much. But that's a lie. We've been doing it for a long time. And that was
doing
just
what
our
for a long
best
time?
idea. Planning.
You've been planning
the
for a long
graduation for a
time.
long time, and our best idea is to have the kids and kids in attendance and people in attendance.
The kids and students and the people in attendance, all of them.
Anybody.
Now, as the let me put on my superintendent hat.
Thank you.
Oh, that's a big
Oh,
hat.
it looks nice.
Yeah, well, it has to
does
fit
look-
over the dinosaur head.
Yeah, it's huge.
The graduation for students is a rich tradition of it's a very solemn ceremony because these kids are starting their lives hopefully to become teachers, and I don't know that suggestions of what should happen next are really necessary when there's very few moving parts to a graduation. I think the planning is extremely easy because it's been the same forever everywhere you go.
And is that
Until-
really what we want, though? Is that what we want? Do we
Right,
want?
and I
Do we
Yes.
want our graduation to be what everybody's always expecting? Like,
Exactly.
well, people walk around, they shake
You get it.
somebody's hand.
That's right.
What,
doesn't
because it's a
seem-
ceremony, it has to call back to something? It's got to be recognizable? Dumb. Dumb. I think that's
Yeah,
dumb.
'cause
I think
we're-
every ceremony should be new.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
You don't
don't.
want some
Well, then it's not a ceremony. If it's new every time, it's not.
Okay.
I've never seen anyone. I'm trying to. I'm sort of seeing your facial expression through the layers. You see, you seem very surprised. Now, what is it, Sam? What is it that you're wearing?
Well, these are googly eyes. These
Very
are googly
protective.
eyes.
It's very protective.
Whenever I have to talk to someone that has higher status than me every single day of my life, I can't look them in the eye. So I wear googly eyes, and that's what you're looking at. I'm really not that surprised. I'm angry.
Right.
You
Well,
also, you kind of rated.
also,
your,
you kind of.
Yeah, I rated
Kind of-
the craft closet.
You
These are
rated the
googly
craft
eyes,
closet.
and then this hair, of course, is pipe cleaners.
And And a lot of people, when you show up dressed like this, are like, this doesn't seem like this is protecting you from coronavirus. It
No,
feels like
right.
this is more just decoration for your head.
Which I say,
I'm sorry.
What's the difference? If it makes me feel comfortable, why do you need me to look a different way? Why are you shaming my googly eyes pasted to my eyes and the pipe cleaner stuck into my bleeding head?
So your eyes are shut, and you have
Yes.
googly eyes pasted over them.
Yeah.
I think part of what makes it difficult is you're echolocating the whole time too.
Yeah.
You keep making clicks and sounds.
All those little clicks and beeps.
Okay, right now I can tell I'm talking to Todd. Hello, Todd. What do you think of my idea to have the ceremony be split in half?
Look,
Kids in the beginning. What?
I think your echolocation might be a little off because your face is right up to my butt right now.
Okay, well, I thought I
no,
smelled
Todd.
your breath, Todd.
I'll say this,
So that's
Todd.
where I was.
I'll say this, Todd. Your face, your butt, very similar.
Oh,
yeah, I heard
so
that. Yeah.
If we're talking about the sound that sound waves make when they bounce off of your butt versus your face, I'd say those waves look exactly the same, buddy.
well, in that case, kiss my face, and what I mean is kiss my
Yeah,
ass.
because a lot of people say that your face, the more symmetry it has, maybe the more handsome you are. You're the first person to have almost perfect symmetry at your waistline. Is that correct?
Yes, I have a perfectly symmetrical waistline.
I'm saying top and bottom mirror each other, like your face is your butt, your butt's your face.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I did a face-off at a young age with my own butt.
Let's also point out that Todd's waistline is very high to be a perfect mirror of butt and face. His waistline is right below his titties.
I just
But
want
why
everybody.
did you do? Did it have anything to do with like the plot of the movie?
I was trying to catch a killer farter.
Can I ask Todd? Does your anus have teeth?
Okay, is this like a prank call or is this
No.
it's like is your refrigerator running?
This is not. No.
Todd, you get a lot of straight questions that feel like prank calls. I think it's just because your life is so unusual.
Okay, well that's a crazy question. Yes, my anus has teeth, of course.
Of course.
Well, I heard you had them electively pulled and you had dentures put in. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
For the cosmetics.
You got veneers in your butthole? Is that true?
I thought it was a forestalling measure, just so you wouldn't get cavities.
Oh
It's
yeah.
all-
Was it for cavities? Was your butt teeth getting cavities or what?
But you did get veneers.
Yeah, it wasn't dentures. We're going back. It's actually veneers.
Did you get dentures with veneers?
He got dentures,
enough.
and then he
The
had
dentures
those
weren't good
dentures
enough, so they
veneered.
ground down the dentures and knocked veneers onto them. So you have
you're-
full gums in your butt. You have denture gums, and then all the little teeth on the gums are beautiful veneers.
Right. You
What
have a
is
false
the
palate.
So what are we trying to come to terms with here? Yes, this is all true.
We're just
No question, just clarification.
Just
I got-
clarity here, Todd.
I got dentures.
all we
and
need from you is yeses.
these are all yes.
That's all we need.
We'll keep telling the truth. You just verify it.
Yes, and yes. I got dentures, and my farts sounded like Trump trying to say the letters T and H together, and I was a little troubled by that. So I got veneers put on top of them, and now I have veneers and real gums on my anus. It's all true. And no, my refrigerator is not running, Paul. Mini pig.
You mean Cheerios?
Cheerios.
Also, no one asked you if your refrigerator was running.
I'm
Todd.
sorry, I misremembered the question.
Well, I think this is important. We're getting sidetracked.
This is.
And
We're
so
getting
far,
incredibly sidetracked.
We're getting incredibly sidetracked. We want to pitch you graduation. That's
right,
why
so-
we called you over.
It's hard not to get sidetracked when I'm sitting across from a man in a dinosaur suit and a huge bowler hat, another man with his eyes closed, googly eyes painted on, and
I'm just in a duvet cover, zipped up.
which took you. It was very hard for you to get that duvet on.
Yeah, there's actually a trick to get your own duvet cover to get on you. You just roll yourself up in it.
Get on you.
Yeah.
You have
You
to
roll
coax
yourself-
it, right? You have to put like a
Yes.
little bit of raw meat.
Yes. And you have to make yourself small.
Yeah.
You have to
Don't make yourself big,
small.
or you'll scare it off.
It's the good thing about it is once you get it on, you can do those things like people do when they jump off of cliffs and glide.
Yeah,
Oh, it's like like a
flying
Flying squirrel. That's the good thing. That's the good thing you can do.
That's the good thing with it.
That's why I always do a comforter with duvet cover rather than just one of those big, thick blankets. Because I want to have a bat suit as well.
I see.
What
what I
happening? You got a little.
So what was happening?
What just happens there?
What are you guys wearing? Take your time.
Well, of course, I was struggling to find non-porous material around the house. So I did go steal the kiddie pool from the next door neighbors, and I've just got a kiddie pool sort of hanging over my head. I haven't edited it at all. No eye holes or anything.
You haven't edited the kiddie pool?
Yeah, I haven't edited the kiddie pool.
So it's rough in. It's got a rough.
It's rough.
Cut.
Yeah, this is just a first draft. You have not run the kiddie pool through Pro Tools or anything like that.
Who is your clothes editor, by the way?
My clothes editor?
I'm in the market for a new clothes editor.
I've emailed Tim Gunn repeatedly.
Shoot from the top.
We have a mutual family friend. So I've been Heidi Klum.
You're related to Heidi Klum?
Well, she's a mutual family friend.
That's a tough phrase. Mutual family friend. What does it mean?
She's a friend of my
multiple
family,
families?
and she's a friend of Tim Gunn's family. Not a friend in real life. She's a friend of the family for Tim Gunn.
Oh, I see. They just coincidentally worked on that show together.
Yes, exactly. Which they were so happy about, by the way. Finally, they said.
Now, why did you, if you're in the
friends.
fashion biz and everything, why did you get just a kiddie pool? Why didn't you go down to Mood or something?
Well, we all know why I couldn't go down to Mood.
Mood,
I've,
where
of
the
course,
fabrics are your friends. I just remembered that I sing.
that was one of the jingles that caught on the least, right?
It was, Guinness said, it was the least popular jingle.
Wow.
So, yeah, they even printed "Never Heard."
How did they?
They even printed that.
It's never been heard.
How did they prove these sort of subjective, mean things?
They did an exhaustive interview of every person on Earth and said, have you ever heard this? Now, there was quite a scandal because they had to play it for them in order to ask them if they'd ever heard it. Now they've heard it.
Right.
And so that was the year that they didn't have a Guinness book.
I gotta say, Bill, that's a really good point. Some of these Guinnesses are starting to sound a little suspect.
Okay.
And it's been such a big thing that I've hung my hat on for so many years. I'm starting to think, have I been stupid?
Right.
Well, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's a conclusion any of us should ever jump to.
Well, don't you ever
for
think
anyone.
about us? How maybe
Sometimes,
we're stupid?
yeah, sometimes I do.
Sometimes I do.
Sometimes you do. Because I know I do.
Sometimes I do think, which I think look, the educational system is a brutal, harsh mistress. And at some point, we all must think to ourselves, have I been stupid? Mm-hmm. You look back at your whole career and as an educator, and a shocking revelation sometimes is, I've been stupid.
And this is an interesting segue into another part of graduation that we were planning, which, of course, is students' biggest mistakes. We are sort of before we give them their diploma, we're sort
It was titled. It's going to be titled "You Think We Forgot," right?
yeah. So,
and it's not just senior year.
No,
this is a list we've been keeping.
And it's also things that no one even knows about that we have researched.
So you will be making the underclassmen attend the graduation even though they are not graduating because they are also included in the You Think We Forgot montage.
Yes, it's anybody that's at the school currently.
Well, and we got to be clear about this. The first half of the graduation is about the students, the seniors, and all the other students. And the second half is about us.
Yeah.
The second half is about us graduating from the school, and half we're still figuring out if that's the time.
Is it going to be a true half or is it going to be a weighted half? The weighted half being more than half.
Obviously, the kids are going to
What?
Obviously, the kids are going to lead the procession. They're going to come out in the gowns. They're going to run around the track once, and then we'll probably get into the second half, where we will come out lots of pomp and circumstance. I'll be, of course, driving the bus that I have cut the top off of and made it look like a Lamborghini.
Right.
Is that all it
Perfect.
took?
Right.
It looks exactly like a Lamborghini now.
You just,
That's what I think.
it's true. I'm imagining a bus, and now I'm picturing the top taken off. This checks out.
Yeah. Well, I drew a little Lamborghini sign that I'm going to put on the Bluebird thing on the front.
Oh, I
it should
assumed.
be change the brand.
Let me ask you, are the students going to run in a line, or is it going to be more of a Pamplona feel?
That's a great question. We hadn't thought about that at all.
I
What
don't
do
know.
you think would be better?
Well,
We
I'd
do
love-
have the bulls.
Yeah, we have some bulls if we need them.
How many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Keep going.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31.
He's seeing all of them each.
He's got a personal
Separately.
relationship with each of these
Eyes are
bulls.
darting back and forth.
52, 53, 54,
Beautiful mind.
75.
And yet he's just counting.
He is seeing the bull.
100.
He just smiled
running
when he
through
said.
his mind.
When he said.
Oh, he hit
nine-
100.
120.
So yeah, I think we should do the Pamplona thing.
Yeah, we got enough bulls. I think we should. We got about 1-to-1 bulls to students.
This is something that I'm assuming you've thought about, but and I feel foolish even asking. The bulls will be in caps and gowns. Is that correct?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Forgive me for asking.
Well, because they're graduating as well.
Well, the big question that we actually
Oh yeah, did we not?
You did not tell me. The bulls have been matriculating as well?
Yes,
These are
it's
not
been.
new bulls every year. They are. I mean, we don't buy new bulls. They're growing and coming
Yeah.
through the system just like our kids.
I feel
And they're-
as if I heard I feel as if I heard that Howard got over 125. So approximately how many bulls make up the student body at this point?
Unfortunately,
Hamilton.
we do have a lot of bulls that don't graduate. So that's 125 graduating. We're probably at, what would you guys say, 600 bulls?
600 bulls. And we have to
Honestly-
make room for their parents as well.
Yeah.
That are still alive, of course, to attend and
course.
Well,
watch.
and that's bulls and that's heifers and that's everything. I mean, this is busy.
A lot of people are
I'll tell you
upset.
one heifer I don't want to see there.
Okay, Todd.
Todd.
Who?
Todd, who are you
Todd.
talking about? Who's that for
Oh,
Todd?
you all know it's my ex-wife.
Wait a second.
Todd, if
We
anybody's
all
a
know the
heifer,
story
it's
of
your
your
ass.
ex-wife, but are you saying your ex-wife is an actual cow?
Yeah, everyone thought I was being offensive. But no, I married a cow. I married a cow.
Wait, so you're saying every reference to your ex-wife in the history of this podcast, you've been referring to an actual cow?
Go
A
back
heifer?
through it. It'll all make sense like Kaiser says.
You've been married. You've been married to bovine. This
Kaiser
whole time.
Soze. He tricked us all, he tricked us all, he tricked us all, he tricked us all. He was not the man that we thought. He was a man who pretended to live. He broke a coffee cup, and now I see Kaiser Soze all along was me.
Wow.
Suspects the musical.
Wow.
Usual
What just
Suspects,
happened?
the musical. Which
How
we
long
did
was I out?
About 30 seconds.
Your
Not too
eyes were
long.
rolled fully back in your head.
I'll tell you what, Superintendent Minipig. Thank you for all your support on these ideas. I haven't been hearing.
I haven't
a hard
supported
no.
a single
Well, but
one.
I haven't been hearing a hard no, and that's all we need.
Yeah. Honestly, we take anything less than a firm no as a green light. Honestly,
And, yeah,
You
Even
shouldn't,
if we're
because that's not the way it works.
That's okay. That's a
Well,
good
I'll just
thing to
say
learn
this:
now
as
that-
someone who doesn't know how to drive, we're running the yellow. You know what I mean?
That's
We're
right.
going right through on the yellow. We may not have the green, but we're not stopping.
And we're making a big show of touching the roof of our car and then kissing our hand after we run that yellow.
Absolutely, absolutely, because it's
Wait.
lucky.
Do you kiss your hand after you touch the roof or before?
Both.
Both.
Oh, okay. So it's a
Kiss, touch, kiss.
okay. Kiss, touch.
It's a Sammy Sosa.
So So, of course, we do have you here today to talk about what we've been talking about, which is the
So mission accomplished.
the graduation. Mission
Sounds like you're.
accomplished. Roll
Sounds
out
like
the
you're
banner.
in full support.
The graduation / wake for our retirement.
So you've also described it as you graduating in addition to the students. So now it's also a wake.
Well, it's us graduating, but we're definitely treating it like a wake. Would you all say that?
Yeah, we're just assuming everyone's going to really want to celebrate our life and our teaching history.
Yes.
I mean, like, it very much so the open casket portion of the graduation.
There will
I
be
think
4
is-
open caskets, and we will be in them.
We'll be in character in the caskets. So it's ourselves.
in character as we will be playing fictionalized versions of ourselves in the caskets.
Not the first time. It's not the first time.
Kind of a
What
being
does
John
that-
Malkovich situation.
Yeah. What does that mean? What will
that's
you
the
be
question.
doing?
We'll each be
We'll be
taking
more. We'll be more.
We'll be more-
ornery. We'll be more.
We'll be more informed if you tell me what you mean.
right.
Go ahead, Bill.
Well, we'll be like stuff that we only say in our heads, or maybe we're a little less ornery in real life. We're just gonna let it all go.
But you'll be in
When we're in
caskets.
When
We'll be
we're
in
in the
caskets.
caskets.
So you
Well, in
won't
the
be-
beginning, we'll be rolled out in caskets, and then the calypso music will play. And we'll all hop out of the caskets, just like Weekend at Bernie's.
That's right.
Because yes, we are dying at Hamilton High School, but we will be reborn into whatever comes next.
And,
Yes, and we're
Unlike Weekend at Bernie's, where he was just an animated corpse.
Exactly.
We're
It's a
wondering if
metaphor.
we can get the okay on sort of the harnesses we'll need for the ascend into heaven portion
yeah.
of our
Walk me
wake.
through this. Walk me through this.
Well, what we need
Okay.
is harnesses attached to our belts, and then
Not the harness part.
3 Apache helicopters above the graduation ceremony
Why?
the whole time.
3
military helicopters. Military
behind.
Black Hawk.
No, nobody's getting left behind.
That's
It's just
either-
it's just a
Hang
precarious thing. Each of us have
Pause.
one wire to.
Big pause. Big
Two
pause.
different
I see
helicopters.
what's going on. Dibs on one of the helicopters.
Big pause from
Calling
Howard.
dibs now. I'm calling
What are
dibs
you
now
big pausing us for?
because
This has
it's
never
obvious-
happened. We've never pulled out a big pause,
Well-
which is something we set up at the beginning of this podcast and have never used. Is it a big pause? This
Yeah.
better be something huge.
It is. You guys are planning on leaving me in the casket, and you guys were going to ascend in those Apache helicopters, leaving me as the lone dead man.
Howard,
and
that's
I am
not it.
You know,
That's
I'm
not
not
it.
stand. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Yeah. Actually, I'll get my own thing. I'm going to get one of those Concorde jets. I don't need an Apache
Howard,
helicopter.
think about last time we were in a helicopter.
How-
We let you in. We let you in. You started to escape with us, and then we blew your head off with a shotgun. Okay? This is not going to be like that.
This is a matter of public record. Now, hold on one second. I'd like to hear about how this Concorde jet will replace the Apache helicopter.
I already have. Well, basically, I'm going to be laying in.
It's going to
laying
pull
in
you
the casket.
too hard.
Laying in the casket.
That's my concern. Is
No.
that you'll be torn to
can't
pieces.
I've already talked
Even
to the
a
pilot. I've
regular
already talked to
plane
the
is
pilot.
going to pull your ass too
You're
hard.
gonna,
I've
you're,
talked to
you're
the
going
pilot.
to break
He's gonna
the
slow
sound
down.
barrier.
I'm
He's
gonna
gonna
have-
slow down.
I'm gonna have a weight belt on, and it's gonna have it's gonna have 2 steel rods sticking up with a big ring on the end, and the Concorde's gonna fly with a little hook being dragged behind.
Right. The
and
pilot
it's
will
going
pump
to
the brakes.
The pilot will pump the brakes. He'll get down to a manageable speed. He'll hook onto.
This is
and then
from
it'll
The
take
Dark Knight. This happened in The Dark Knight, where a plane flies by and hooks him out of the building.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
so
then
it's
Did that
possible.
happen
that's
in the
case,
Dark Knight?
Yeah. When he has to go to China
He
to.
throws it out and it grabs him and he gets yanked out of the window. That's the inspiration for the idea. I did not consult with a stunt professional because I didn't have the money, but I did consult with a couple of friends who've seen that movie. And they say...
A couple of
Have you
mutual
seen-
family friends?
Huh? I've never seen the movie. A couple of family friends who saw the movie.
Mutuals.
Mutual family friends.
Mutual family friends with Christopher Nolan.
Mutual friends, separate families, right?
Yes, mutual friends, separate families. And so everything's going to be fine. So I don't even need your Apaches. I got the Concorde. I got my little belt ring, and I'm going to be fine. And I'm going to survive. Also,
okay.
they
Chris
assured
Nolan
me.
is making us go back to the theaters. He's making us. He's
forcing
making us
us.
go back. How dare him put out a movie? Because I gotta go.
How dare him? Now, we haven't even discussed any sort of COVID preparations for the graduation. We have discussed the students all running in a pack with bulls.
And originally, of course, we did plan on doing this digitally, but we threw that plan out the window. We were going to do a video conference graduation, but we realized it just won't be the same, so we are doing it in person.
I think we're willing to give up the shake with the right hand, diploma with the left. I think we're okay giving that up.
We can,
but I would like to do it in person, close chairs.
And I do think bringing up the COVID thing and safety is really important because we do have some hors d'oeuvres we need to talk about. And,
yes, graduation hors d'oeuvres, yes.
What are the refreshments for the people at the graduation?
CDC hasn't said shit about hors d'oeuvres.
Exactly.
Past app.
It's Air Bud rules. There's nothing in the rule book that says you can't have hot pass apps at a graduation ceremony.
Right, and it should be hot. So if we even get them up to lukewarm,
well, what's the point?
We can just pass them around, and they'll heat up as we pass.
It's been frustrating trying to pick the menu though, because they just have so many different options on the menu. It's been like they have like 40 different options, and we were like, well, how the hell do we pick the ones that we want for graduation? How do we know which ones are good?
Well, I put in my order. I put the one I wanted, tuna tartare on a wonton crisp. I want that, and I will not budge on that.
See, that's a tough one, Bill, because it's a cold dish served in a hot outdoor area.
That's right.
And most of our dishes are meant to be cooked halfway and then heat up as we pass them around.
We are experiencing a heat wave as well. It's going to be brutally hot on the day of graduation.
Yes. Absolutely. Graduation happens at the worst time every year.
Everybody out there, bring whatever you can, napkins, fans for the graduation dome, because we have not figured out how to get air moving very well in there, so it will heat up.
If everybody's got a fan, the air will be moving, though.
As to the hors d'oeuvres, Superintendent Miniature Piglet, we decided...
That was very classy, Tom.
We have... you're very welcome. We've decided that maybe you could help us pick between some of the ones we're trying to decide on.
Oh, yeah!
But we don't want your opinion to be... We don't want your opinion to be...
Right. Big excitement from Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill just remembered something.
We don't want your opinion to be colored by too much by presentation or, things that would maybe
flavor
change your mind that aren't about the flavor. So we've gotten all the hors d'oeuvres and we've dipped them each in water, just so that you can kind of tell the difference between each of them.
Dip them in water?
Well, yeah, they're dipped in water just so
Why?
Because if you're just judging it based on how they actually look, you're not judging the flavors and the style.
Why? But why? I wouldn't judge them on just the way they look. That's not how people judge food at all. I would taste them and say what tastes good.
Well, if you don't want water, we could do something else. If you don't want to dunk them in water, we could do something else to obscure the look.
Well, we did a few
You don't have to.
We did a few things.
I don't want you to do anything to obscure the look.
Okay, well, we're gonna.
Well, we can't trust blindfolds.
Yeah, it's non-negotiable. We're going to obscure the look. So
we can't. And we're curious of your answers.
All right,
we've been burned
retiring
by so many blindfolds. We've been burned by them.
We keep getting blindfolds that are like more for like bedroom play, so you can still kind of see through them, and they're not exactly what we're looking for in the blindfold field. Obviously, our last blindfolds were just saran wrap, which was an issue.
They were blandfolds.
They were blindfolds. You could see right through them. They had nothing to them.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
So boring.
Okay, so let's just do the first taste test here. I don't want to give you too many clues, but as you can see, it's a small little bite-sized piece.
Yes, it's a sodden mess.
And there's a little condiment cup on the side. I'm not going to tell you what's in there.
Yeah. All right. It's very green.
Huh.
Interesting.
So it might be one of the that condiment you get with Indian food.
Right.
Right.
I forget what it's called.
The mint. Maybe it's a jelly.
Maybe it's mint jelly. All right. Let me just dip this wet hors d'oeuvre into this.
Yeah. Don't wring it out there. Don't dry it out. Keep it wet.
Sorry.
The napkins for your face.
Sorry, I was about to wring out this food. I do apologize. I forgot the rules. All right, dip it in here, and the smell is certainly remarkable. Very strong smell.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Not a food smell.
Smell like a new house, maybe?
Sort of, yes. Yes.
Interesting. So we'll write that down.
Oh.
Okay, definitely a reaction.
That's a good.
There's one flavor that's definitely stronger, overpowering everything. I'm
could be
getting
what was-
a.
Is it peanut
Right,
butter?
it
Or,
could be what
Try
was
the textures confusing.
Could be what was.
Could be what was going on was I'm detecting a top note, middle note, and base note of house paint. Am I correct?
Interesting. Well, you did get the paint. I haven't heard a guess on the food yet.
Yeah, try to focus on what was inside
Yeah.
of the paint. But
Can't
paint
really-
is obvious.
Yes, to make it more
Paint's
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having a difficulty with the taste because really the paint is very strong, and as far as texture goes, it has been dipped in water and then in paint. So it's very difficult for me to determine what the texture is, and I don't feel good.
Okay, well, let's just
Well,
tell
do
you
you
what
know
that first one was. That was a mini corn dog dipped in mint jelly covered in paint.
We made them do it in mint jelly, not mustard. We said we don't want mustard with this damn corn dog. We want mint jelly.
I'm going to say, even though I couldn't
You nailed the jelly.
taste all of those varietals, I will say that a mini corn dog dipped in mint jelly is a no-go for me. I wouldn't put that on the
Okay.
menu.
Well, we'll strike that one from
We'll
the
just
menu. We got a
we'll
bunch
just
more.
avoid that tray when it goes around.
Yes, you don't touch that.
Oh,
right.
but you expect other people to eat that, but you just will know not to eat that yourself.
not for us. If you don't
Well,
like
if
it,
I
it's not
s-
for us.
Yeah, if I see you fucking eating it, mini pig, I'm gonna be like, you said you didn't want this shit, and I'm gonna shame you in front of
No,
everyone.
Bill, this is very surprising. I thought I was high status here, but now my status lower.
No. We love you.
We love you, but we love to play
love you.
with status
Yes.
occasionally.
We don't like to be told no. So anytime we do something stupid, it was the other person's fault.
Oh,
So this is a new
policy.
one for you. This is a little cone of
give too
little.
much away, Bill.
Okay. Yes, sorry.
little string.
Could be.
Little cone of little string. Okay.
Let's see. It's again, it's a sodden
Could be.
little lump.
Wet.
Don't ring it
Okay,
out.
we did get it wet enough, you think?
Won't
So
ring
you
it up.
can't
No,
tell?
it's wet. I cannot tell. I would not have even guessed the cone shape if I hadn't been told.
Let me just give it one more spritz just to make sure it's wet enough there.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Now
Give it another quick coat too. Just
dip it in the. Is this also paint?
Yeah, why don't hold on, let me crank this sprayer up really quick. I think I can see some of the side
I'm seeing a
peeking
little
out.
material coming through. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll crank up the sprayer. You get it, Sam.
Material.
And that's a power washer you've put paint.
Get it, Sam. Whoa, you're getting mini pig too. Sorry,
so-
mini pig.
Please,
Sorry.
I don't want to drown in this dinosaur costume.
Oh, famous last words.
All right, so you got what is a blank with some blank in it.
Well, you've really dispersed most of the item here. There's not much. I can pick up like a little crumb here and then
It's a power
Yep.
washer.
dip it in the.
Power washer was on too strong.
This is paint as well, right?
Well,
Yes.
Oh, okay, remember.
okay, I thought we were keeping
We
a little
have to
mystery
cover it.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, there is paint on there. That we can admit.
Dip that in the paint. It's
He likes this one.
it's-
Look at the look on his face. He looks like he likes it.
Well,
I can tell he
I-
likes this one. If I know a face, that's a liking face.
Hey,
I'm
mini
re-
pig.
I'm relieved
Yeah.
that
Right, pig.
Were you doing the Life cereal commercial?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel as if I enjoyed this one a little bit more just because the power wash had just disintegrated most of the food, and so that meant less area for paint to cover, and so it still mostly it's just paint.
Okay.
Well,
Well, that was
There
a
is
cone.
paint, yeah.
That was a cone of uncooked bacon with string inside.
which are great to pass out at because all you need is a board with little holes, and the cones fit right in each hole.
I'll have
so
to
it's
take
a
your
perfect
word
passing
for it.
app.
It'll cook in the heat, obviously.
Yeah, so you chew it and then you pull out the string and you throw it on the ground.
Yeah, the idea for the string was floss because you know how you get bacon stuck in your teeth.
Yeah.
It's not floss; it's too thick for that. But that's
Right.
where the inspiration comes from.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
sort of
I
a
actually-
deconstruct-
It's going to remind you to floss.
That's my fault. I
it's
got
very much.
Padre grade floss because I have a little more space between my teeth, so I have to buy a thicker floss, and I forgot.
Is that butt floss for you or what?
Well, what do you think based on our earlier conversation?
Yes.
No,
Well, I've
I
seen
don't
the
need to
towels
floss.
at your house. You've cut your towels really thin.
Yeah.
With the
And you
spaces
floss with
between
them.
your teeth, it almost looks like your mouth is full of piano keys.
Okay. Well, this is actually a sore subject for me.
I do apologize.
Well, Howard dropped a piano on my head, and I have out of tune piano keys in my mouth right now.
I will say your voice is a little bit more dissonant today.
You
Just
want to
not the-
try our signature cocktail,
Oh, this
Superintendent
Certainly.
Minipig?
Now, this is
Great.
an interesting one. Not only because of what the cocktail is, but also the style of service.
Obviously,
Really
you need to
quickly-
have cocktails at a high school graduation.
Yeah, people are
It's the most
saying this
important
is
part.
too adult for the graduation, but we say it's not for the kids.
We're
dummy.
making virgin and regular.
Yes. This part
Really
I don't
quickly-
mind because I do have a severe crippling drinking problem. Yes,
Good.
Bill.
So I'm going to quickly prepare the cocktail.
The garbage man hears my bottles clink. I feel shame and down I sink. He knows, he knows, he knows I have a red nose.
Oh, this is a song from the perspective of Rudolph.
That's Rudolph. The
That's
red-nosed
Rudolph singing to the
musical?
garbage man.
Is that Rudolph the red-nosed alcoholic? Is that what that's from?
Bill, you were saying?
I'm gonna quickly make the cocktail here. I just need some yellow 5. I need some blue 3
Don't forget the water.
and the water, and I'm gonna put it in the shaker here.
And make sure, and you can hear it shaking because you hear that little ball inside.
Okay. There we go. That was quick. That was good and shaking. What
Now
do you
for this
think,
one,
shaking?
absolutely. For this one, we call this one a spritzer. So you're just going to close your eyes and open your mouth, and we're going to spritz it right in.
That's not what a spritzer is, though.
Oh, but that's what we call it.
Oh, fair enough.
Doing.
Okay, ready?
All right.
Yeah.
Don't say, it's not a doctor's office.
Oh yeah, wait. Take back.
Is it
Take
like,
back.
be able
is
to
it like
taste
saying
it out.
Macbeth in the theater?
Yes.
100%.
You can't say outside of a doctor's office.
Forgive me. I have to go outside and spit 3 times and run around the house. I'll be right back.
Yes.
Okay. So this one's just a can of spray paint.
He's fast.
All right, I'm back.
Jesus.
It is
Okay.
humid in this costume.
I just saw the neighbors look out their window, and all they saw was a fast dinosaur spit out some yellow blue and run back in.
Okay.
All
Are
right,
you ready?
I'm ready for my cocktail, which I'm
Is a spritzer.
afraid might be paid, but okay.
Okay, he's really reacting to this one.
How is it?
It's coating my throat.
It's got that good throat.
How does it taste?
Like paint. I was praying that when you said blue, that meant curacao.
Whoa.
Is that the blue one?
Yes, Curacao is blue, but no, that's not it. It's blue mint jelly is what we had in there.
Yes. With a Rust-Oleum chaser.
Yeah, there's about a centimeter of blue mint jelly in a Rust-Oleum can that is full of paint. And we gave you a little spritz of that.
So your cocktail, your signature cocktail, does include food.
Yes.
We forgot to put the cocktail in. Yeah, that's what I'm realizing at this point.
Okay.
We just went with part of the food we've already served you. Our mistake. Maybe we'll take this one off the menu.
No
Was there
taken.
any alcohol in there at all?
Well,
You wish.
yeah.
You fucking wish. Mini pig.
We
Your
are not
life
going to
is
do
off.
that to the school district.
We're not going
Your
to
fucking
force you
life
off
is
the
off
wagon.
the rails, Minipig.
Coming over here in a dinosaur costume trying to get wasted when we're trying to work on graduation. Come on. This is our big hurrah. Our first and last hurrah.
Give us the
Okay.
go ahead or go on.
Gentlemen, you've been a part of the Hamilton High family for many years. You've been part of the school district for many years, and
Thank you.
it's not really a compliment.
Well, a lot of people, a lot of people
Just
don't acknowledge that we've been here. They say you're a blemish, so we'll never even give you.
Yeah.
A lot of
credit
times
for being-
people will yell, I see you, but it doesn't sound good.
And people are also like, hasn't there been a bunch of years where you guys went other places? And we're like, shut up.
Right.
I wish to acknowledge your years of service
Thank you.
to Hamilton and the school district. And at this point, I feel it would be cruel to deny you anything. This is, as you say, your first and last hurrah. I know you've meant a lot to.
Well, we do have a dessert for you to try.
Sorry. Wait.
Before you get too far into that, I just wanted to go back to the dessert because it is melting.
We
It
have
is
to
melting,
know
which is
about this.
that
No
was too
clues,
big of
no
a clue.
clues.
I know. Too
All
big
right.
of a clue.
All right. Just let me try the dessert real quick.
Hold that thought, though,
Really?
for sure.
Really quickly, I need to char up the top of this dessert. Before you
all right.
put it out, you have to char it up.
Perhaps it's a creme brulee of some
Don't forget to charo the top also.
Yes. Did I say char? I meant charo, the top. Gucci,
Nice little-
Gucci. Gucci. Okay. It's ready.
Now
The
it's
top has been sufficiently charred.
Yes.
You just lightly say Gucci Gucci over top of it.
Now this is very green. This dessert.
So that narrows down what it could be dessert wise.
Well, it's also.
I'm going to be honest. I'm a little frustrated, Charles. The whole idea is we don't want to base it off the look. It's the flavor, and you keep judging the greenness and the look.
Well,
we worked
everything's
so
been
hard.
green, and it's because it's paint. So
Well, it's
Well,
just
we'll
this
see.
is the same bullshit we've been getting from the district the whole time. We come in with a great idea, and then everyone all they talk about is the problems with it. We know the paint tastes bad. What about the food? Jeez.
that's a very compelling argument, Sam.
Yeah, we know we are unacceptable employees, but what about our heart?
Yes. Much like the food, our heart is in the right place, even if our actions are covered in disgusting paint.
I know I've crashed every test car that the school's ever had as a driver's ed teacher, but what about the times I put on my seatbelt before that?
The arguments
Right.
are getting less compelling.
Okay.
Let me try this dessert real quick.
Make sure you break the shell on top.
Yes, get a little spoon,
Crack the shell.
tap it.
Good. Crack the
right.
shell and just dump out whatever inside the shell and try.
So just eat the paint then.
Well,
right.
you don't know that yet.
Well,
I don't know why I'm doing this, but ugh. Yes, that's paint.
Oh, you didn't even get a big taste.
Please.
Get a helping.
One serving, please.
These were just supposed to be tasters' portions. But this looks like this is enough to where in a restaurant, if you eat the whole thing, you get it for free.
Yeah,
I know there are
72
multiple.
ounces.
I know there are multiple spoons, and it's meant to share. But eat the thing.
And that is how it will be served at graduation. It will be served like a birthday dessert with multiple spoons around the rim of the plate that
And
fall all over the place.
Again, we never got into COVID prevention at all.
This is part of it.
But now you're offering a communal spoon dish.
Oh, what would you rather have them do? Share a spoon?
A compelling
we can
argument.
do that. We can do that.
All right, we'll do one spoon, big dessert.
All right. Well, I don't know why you're making me do this.
That's a big helping. There we go. Good boy.
My man.
Good
Good
boy.
boy. Good boy.
Don't paint. May I lie down on that sofa?
You can, but it's a bit of a prank sofa.
What does that entail?
Why don't you
go
check
ahead.
it out? Just check it out. You'll find out.
All right.
Let's just say it might not have much resistance.
Big shock. Big shock.
Why?
It's
Why?
like one of those pull the stick of gum things. But it's a sofa that's electrocuted.
But that's
It's
only
a
that
whole
one.
sofa.
Cushion. That's only that one cushion. If you sit on the left
Yeah,
cushion,
show the
it
other
should
one.
be
It'll be
fine.
Yeah, try the other one.
Yeah, go ahead. Sit on the left
okay.
cushion. Don't worry.
All right.
There's only one shocker on there. Yeah, Spike.
It's like the gum you pull out, but it has spikes in it. But it's the left cushion.
Yeah, but seriously, the middle cushion's fine. Middle cushion's
Seriously.
fine.
Why?
Seriously.
What if I just want to stand?
That's an option.
Yeah. But that middle cushion looks great.
I'm so dizzy from the pain. All right. I know I shouldn't, but I'm going to sit on the middle cushion.
Whoopee! Whoopee!
It's a whoopee.
Whoopee, shock, and spike in the
Cushion
middle.
got you with a hard slap.
It slapped me very hard.
That's one of our mutual family friends dressed up like it's Butterbean.
Butterbean, just like Whoopi Goldberg. It's nice to meet you, Butterbean.
What is your favorite song to sing?
My,
Make them up?
my favorite song to sing?
Yeah, I
Why,
feel like
no one's ever asked me that before. I do love, well, it's a song that I was taught when I was a child by my dear grandfather, who came over here from the old country. Which one was it? So old.
Was it
Yeah.
this here wagon?
Yeah. Thanks.
Yes, the country of this here wagon.
The
The name of the country was this here
that is
wagon.
an early country.
And
That's
this,
the first country that was a sentence, correct?
that's not, even that is maybe
Not a sentence.
A phrase.
a phrase. This here.
Who was the president of this here wagon?
Well, it was a prime minister, ignoramus.
Oh, right.
And his name was Charles Maxipad.
Okay.
So similar name to yours, but nobody.
Oh, I guess so. I hadn't thought about that. But yes, that's true. He was the first prime minister of this here wagon. And this is the national anthem of this here.
And
This
your
here
favorite
wagon.
song to sing.
It's my favorite song to sing because I love my heritage.
Well, this goes out to Charles
you-
Maxi Pad.
So you are this here wagon ease?
I'm a this here Wagonian,
Wagonian, sorry.
and I'm of this here Wagonian descent, and this is the national anthem of this here wagon. Stand, stand, stand for the flag of our nation. It ain't no rag. Stand, stand, rise to your feet. This here wagon can't be beat. We hail as we march along. We hail, and we sing this song. Rise, rise, stand on your shoes. This here wagon, goodbye blues.
Oh my God.
I can see why it's your favorite song.
you'll
It's
forgive
just
me.
beautiful.
You'll forgive me
I
for
forgot
crying.
about that lyric, stand on your shoes.
Yes, you did forget about it, but I remembered it because it's my
I'm-
favorite song to sing.
The tears are very moving Mr.
Todd is...
they're green. This can't be good. My tears are they're literally a crying green paint.
So can we do it or not, Minipig? What's up?
Well, I think what I was saying before was, given all of your years of service, blemished as they may be, I can't find it in my heart to deny you anything, even though all that you're proposing goes against everything that anyone would want out of a graduation. But this is a monumentous occasion, and teachers are more important than students. So
Agree.
do it all.
Yes.
Do it. Just
Wow.
fucking do it.
Wow,
Yeah.
just fucking do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know
Oh,
if you're
yeah.
sick or really supportive, but I really appreciate it.
I feel as
yeah.
if I can see a bright light shining before me, and
Run
my
towards it.
urge is to walk towards it.
Run,
sounds
run,
like
run,
death.
run,
Run.
Will you run towards
I can't
the
take my
light.
time.
Minipig,
You're
you
good.
did say that you were coming over here to pitch us something, right? You also had something you wanted to pitch.
Bill.
Just real quick, I wanted to give him his time real quick.
We took enough of your time with our pitch. Maybe we'll give you a couple minutes here at the very end to do the thing you wanted to do.
Just speed through it.
I'm pitching a musical based on Hamilton High School, and it's called Hamilton High School Musical.
Hamilton High School, the musical.
No, not Hamilton High School the musical.
Oh,
Hamilton High School Musical.
Better.
gotta get rid of the article.
Of course.
Yes.
So it's a
lit-
Panda.
It's a lit.
It's a
So it's a lit. So it's a lit.
So it's a let's get this done situation, because I have very little time left on this earth due to all the paint that I ingested, and I'd really like to get this done. So if you could invest, each of you, just dip into your retirement funds and give me, this would make you angels, as they're called in the theater. If you could give me each $1 million.
I wish everyone at home could have seen his pinky come up to the end of his Tyrannosaurus Rex mouth for that.
Where is that from? What is that?
Where is $1 million from?
Yeah, it sounded familiar, but maybe it was just a demand. And
Maybe
it
you
was from
recognize
nothing.
it. Maybe you recognize it from this song. How will I buy the things that I spy with my little eye? How will I shop and wait till I drop as the storefronts go by? I've got to go to the...
Go to what?
Hool. The Hool.
gotta go to what?
Yeah, he's
No,
got to go to the Hool.
The paint's catching up to me. Everything's
Oh, run
going
faster.
Everything's going dark.
Oh, no.
Should I give it mouth to mouth? What does CDC say?
Let me look it up. Oh, shit, I went to DCD.
It's all right. Don't bother. I know my time has come.
No, come on.
No, come on.
No, shut up.
God, I've never heard someone say "don't bother."
Listen to my last words, please.
No, we'll save you. Don't worry about it.
No,
Don't do it. Don't save me.
We
got
can't
you,
be
man.
responsible for your last words.
I don't get that,
I can't
but
tell your
I wouldn't worry
tell
about
your
it.
kids something.
This is a lot to watch.
We're not speaking anyway, so don't worry about it.
I'm so sorry.
Please do leak my last words to Entertainment Weekly so they can put it in a word cloud, a phrase cloud, like they like to do.
His last words were, "Please leak my last words."
No,
to Entertainment Weekly, so they can put it in a word cloud.
I think we got to put him out of his misery.
Should have.
Listen to me. Whoa. I'm gonna die anyway. You do not have to shoot me. Let me.
Sam,
That was
too
a close
big
one.
misses.
Ow!
Sam's at point blank range. He missed
Ow.
both times.
I felt
Shot
the wind.
Todd in the gut.
I'm sorry, Todd. No, Todd. Todd, I care about you. Todd.
Todd, what are your last words?
Please send my last words to Entertainment Weekly so they can put it in a word.
Oh, you fucking thief.
Oh, you guys, I don't know what we got to do.
Who are
We
you,
gotta help
Carlos
these guys.
Mencia? I guess this is parallel thinking, huh?
Okay, well, that's his last words.
What? No.
I guess
What are you, Carlos
parallel
Mencia?
thinking, huh?
Oh, goodbye.
Oh, no.
Oh, Charles Minipig, we barely knew you. We didn't take the
Damn.
time to get to know you the years we worked with you.
Hello?
Really,
Hello. Shut up, Todd.
Yeah.
I'm dying too.
we really appreciate you enabling us on your way out.
Oh.
And Todd, hang in there, buddy.
Guys, I just got an email.
From who?
Hello?
Michelle Obama.
No.
Yes.
What's it say?
It says, hey, was going through my spam, saw this. Y'all need a speaker still?
Why does she
You
talk
emailed Michelle
like she's
Obama?
from Georgia?
She shouldn't have. Everybody uses y'all. Oh no, do we get her to do it?
I'm
Or
a
do we
little bummed
continue-
I didn't get copied on this.
I BCC'd you.
Oh, I see it.
Well, I'm coming back to life. You BCC'd him on an email that you received? You loved it.
Famous last words.
Wake up.
His last words.
Wake up, Minipig. No, I BCC'd him on the original email so he can't be replied to by Michelle.
Tricky.
Wake up, Minipig.
Minipig. Charles
dead, Bill.
Minipig. Superintendent Minipig.
The one who
He's
summons
dead.
me from beyond
Oh,
the
he's alive.
grave.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
From beyond the grave, like a ghost or a zombie.
Did you see heaven?
Zombies don't talk.
Well, who's saying brains then?
Well, that's all they say. They're not saying who has summoned me from beyond
You
the
know
grave.
what?
Got him.
Shot
That was close.
Got him. I'm disagreeing with my friend.
You shot straight through Minipig and it went into Todd's heart.
Oh, I'm sorry,
I didn't
Todd.
feel anything. That was a clean, clean shot.
Well, I'm sorry, Minipig, because you saw what I meant to do. And Todd, I'm sorry for what I did do.
Minipig, we got an email from Michelle Obama. Do we ghost her?
Who?
ass? What do we do? Michelle Obama, Minipig.
Michelle Obama. Why is that familiar?
Ex-first lady.
I'm
Yeah,
dying.
keep going.
I'm dying.
Shut up,
She was
Todd.
really into
we've heard this.
fitness. Somebody
Somebody put him in the pantry and close the door.
Yeah. Send
I
him to
know.
his
I know
therapist. Maybe
Barack
she wants to
Obama,
talk
of
about
course.
Right. Okay. So it's Barack, but his wife, and when she was first lady, she had her whole thing was heart health and fitness. That was like
No,
her
I remember
mission.
that lady. She was married to Barack Obama.
She was his wife, actually.
Wow! Oh, I didn't know that.
The
Yeah.
pantry
Funny
monster
trivia.
eating me.
You thought she just lived in the house, Minipig?
I
Shut
thought
up,
they were
Todd.
two
Eat in
separate.
there.
I thought they were two separate people. I didn't realize that they had anything
Well,
to
they
do
are
with
two
each other.
separate people. Barack and her are separate people.
Oh, okay, Howard. Okay,
No, they are. They definitely are.
okay.
You think they're the same person?
No, I don't think that.
Todd, clean
I
up
feel
in there. Your blood is
Howard's
leaking under
being
the door.
A little condescending.
No, I didn't mean to be. Listen, Minipig, it's a mistake a lot of people
It's
make.
Superintendent Minipig. My status has reached the floor.
Hi, 911. This is Todd Padre. I'm dying.
No, thank
He
you.
doesn't have a phone in there.
No, it's not one of those. Please, this one's real.
No, thank you. We don't want any.
Okay.
What did you try to sell to 911, Todd? They're saying we don't want any.
Pennies. Artisan pennies.
Give me that. Well, shit,
Is
we
Tom
gotta
Padre?
end this.
Is this Tom Padre? Yeah, listen.
I'm dying.
Stop calling here. We're not buying your pennies. This is for emergencies only.
This is an emergency. My friend tried to shoot a ghost, and it went through the ghost and into my heart.
Who's ever going to believe that? You're the boy who cried pennies. Goodbye.
All right, guys. Well, it looks like we got the clean go-ahead on graduation. So I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Do tales, Howard.
Huh? Oh shit! Sorry, we got to do the intro at the end. We'll put this. We'll put this somewhere.
Is Todd's last 4 beeping?
Todd's flatlining himself for sympathy.
Well, Todd has one of those pacemakers that does more services than just...
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
The flatline add-on Todd got on his pacemaker.
Todd got that thing tricked out.
ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to this episode of the Teachers Lounge, the first, best, and only podcast pertaining to issues relevant to the Hamilton High School community.
Todd, does your pacemaker have a DJ in it?
Help! Help! Oh, God.
Oh no, it's like a tugboat now.
Please help.
Todd, we can't help you. I think you're too
Who's
dead.
celebrating a birthday out there? Let me hear you.
All right, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and get started on dinner. You guys want pasta tonight?
Yeah. Well, we'll make the call on Michelle Obama later if we want her to just take over. If we want to do our ceremony. But yeah, I guess I guess that's it. I'm not used to doing the intro as the outro. Now I don't know how to end the damn episode.
Well, let's make dinner, and until then, we'll just kind of, stay flippy.
Yeah. Stay flippy.
Flippy.
Stay flippy.
Stay.
Help me.
Stay.
Class is out and the coffee's on. I got a couple things on my chest, but I got to get off. Cut me some slack and pour me a cup of that joy. Welcome to the Teacher's Lounge. Let's wrap it up and hit the road.
If you enjoyed the Teacher's Lounge, make sure to check out their bonus mini episodes available on Stitcher Premium. Just go to stitcherpremium.com/teacher and use the promo code TEACHER for your first month free. Also, the guys would like to thank Casey Trela, who made the incredible theme song for the show. You can check out his music at Casey Trela, that's Trela, on Twitter. Finally, the Teacher's Lounge has a lot of great merch available. Just go to podswag.com/teacher and see for yourself. Thanks for listening.